Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows just was released, and I had some thoughts about it. Now, according to the first film, it wasn't my favorite turtle film by any means, but I did enjoy what it brought to the table. I was actually one of the few people who liked mechanical Shredder Zoid. Like, that was cool to me, and I thought that was an appropriate thing to be able to fight these giant turtles. That being said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the movie brought more to the table and brought so much more fun than I initially expected. Now, going in, we knew there were going to be new characters: Casey Jones, Bebop Rocksteady, a new Shredder, Krang was showing up. Now, watching the movie and kind of getting my 2 cents on it, I've come to the conclusion that it was made for 12-year-olds. And I'm okay with that. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows has a lot of things happening. There's Bebop and Rocksteady being absolutely hilarious. Love these guys. They stole the show without a doubt, and every time they said something, you're like, yeah, that's for a 12-year-old. Krang showed up. He sounded like the 80s character, but he sounded very mustache-twirly, to an extent that it was more hilarious, because he was a parody of a villain, and that was always entertaining to me. Now, the Ninja Turtles themselves were actually a lot of fun to watch. They really felt like their characters, and they did something that I was very happy with. One, they got Mikey right. He got his heart. He was the one who made the feelings. They got Leo right. They got something I really liked about Leo, which was he isn't agreeable. Like, he's the guy with a plan, but he's not necessarily likable. Raphael still maintains to be my favorite character. I identify. He's still the tough guy, the guy who has a heart of gold under a mile of muscle. I felt his anger and I knew where he was coming from. Donatello, the tech genius, had a lot of really cool things he was doing, and he had a lot of really cool gadgets. Actually using the same hologram technology that they were using in Pacific Rim. He had it on him. And it was a really cool concept, and I'm like, I need that in real life because I would use that. Splinter was a really great father figure in this movie. He gave them praise when needed, he gave them encouragement, he gave them everything they needed to survive. My only complaint going with him was I'm so used to the most recent incarnation of the Turtles, where they're very much teenagers, and is very much, the dad has a lot of dad moments. This one, it felt very much like Y Sensei. And a little different, but not bad nonetheless. Shredder is a human this time. Apparently when he was in prison, he grew some hair, grew an awesome mustache, and he's back and evil. He kind of comes off as dumb, because his plans, like, you see his plans and you're like, this is gonna fail like that. It's gone. So that was kind of a disappointment. Like, Shredder, you're the mastermind who took over New York, yet you're doing this. How did you get your position? That being said, he looked really cool. I really liked his armor design. His armor design was really cool. It had a cool leather paneling on it that really felt very samurai, very ninja. And the foot ninjas were very ninja-y. They kept doing stuff, although they're still dumb as brick. There's literally a scene where a Foot Clan ninja was chasing April O'Neil down the streets of New York, like just broad daylight, running like crazy. And the entire time you're like, you're a ninja, why are you running down the street? Go from the trees, go from the bushes right there. And it was still dumb as brick, but they're ninjas now. And then there's Baxter Stockman. Baxter Stockman was a hilarious character. I very much enjoyed him as a character actor. Like, he was very much the dweeb that never grew up, and he got excited when someone differentiated between nerd and geek. Like, he got super giddy about it. And I found that as a really fun character quirk that I don't see a lot in these type of movies, and part of the reason it cemented it as a 12-year-old movie is we have these really simplistic character arcs that are just brought to the nth degree. So Michael Bay-ismed a bunch of 12-year-old like stereotypes, and I'm very cool with that, because there's like, we got the pretty girl who's super sexy and always in stuff business. We have Casey Jones. He's just line after line. Like, it took me about 2 or 3 sentences and I'm like, that's Casey Jones. He's got the back and forth. He's got some anger issues he's working through, although this movie is very much his origin story, so we'll deal with that. Now, as complaints for the story goes, it's a simplistic story. It's made for 12-year-olds. If you're looking for deep stories, don't look here. This is Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtle movies are parodies, first off, comedy second, and awesome action after that. So they are making fantastic cameos. They are making fantastic references. Like they have Ice Ice Baby show up randomly. That was cool. Now to get you an idea of like what type of movie this is, when they start the movie, I'm talking initial credits roll with this. Paramount goes up. And know how they have the stars that go over the water? Ninja stars this time. That very much sums up. Sums up this movie. I think kids are gonna love this one. I'm looking forward to showing this to all my friends and telling them like it's actually not that bad. It's a good movie. I say it's well worth it. So if you get a chance to watch the movie, if you don't like Ninja Turtles and haven't liked them since like the 90s, it ain't your time. If you're a 12-year-old, watch it. It is for you. It was made for you. Anyways, my name is Golden and this is Midas Touch.